develop elemental okay, developmental study. Okay, which will be looking at the needs and the language learning strategies of the hearing impaired in Malaysian polytechnics. Okay, we are attached to the most suitable contents and structures of a mobile learning to learn grammar module or the grammar, and the appropriate evaluation in all aspects concerning the mobile module. Okay, and final product will be the grammar. Right. So, it's going to be the grammar, the final product or the application, which the hearing impaired can download. Download from the if they are using the Android from the Play Store, or if they are using Apple from the Apple iOS from the App Store. It's a free application. Okay, so there are various factors connecting together the design, development, and also the evaluation of the grammar. Okay. Okay, let's look at the sample with the special needs students, meaning those who are hearing impaired. Yes, deaf and mute. Okay, they are from 5 polytechnics in Malaysia, offering them certificate courses. Okay, certificate courses in, for example, Polytechnic Ungku Omar Ipoh, they are offering a certificate in basic certificate in construction. Okay, and there are a few more from Polytechnic Batu Sabah, from Perlis, PSA, Shah Alam, and also Polytechnic Johor Bahru. Okay, and English for Communications is a compulsory course for them to take. Yeah, it's compulsory for them. They will be taking English for communication during their semester 1, semester 2, and semester 4. Semester 3 they'll be going for their LI. Okay, and I'm going to look at their language learning strategies. Okay, we are aware that the importance of language learning strategies have been in many studies, a lot of studies, okay, past studies, okay. But I'm not looking at the language learning strategies per se, but more specifically into their specific language skills, okay. That will be the grammar. So I'm going to look at how they learn grammar. Yeah, how they prefer to learn grammar. What are their grammar learning strategies that they prefer to use, they like to use. Okay, based on that, only I will be designing my content, the module content. Okay? Okay, why do I choose to look at their grammar? Why not just the normal language learning strategies, the Oxford, the Shamu Mani? Why? Because of my preliminary study. I've done a simple preliminary study, okay, on the whole population of the hearing impaired from Gombak Polytechnic. 20 of them from semester 1, 2, and semester 4. Those in campus. So I've done a preliminary study, and this is an example of the preliminary study. And you can see that they are admitting that they are weak in English. Okay, I'm weak in English. Yes, I'm weak in English because don't know reading and writing. I know spelling a little. These are the cream, because Ungku Omar Polytechnic is the premier polytechnic, one of the premier polytechnic in Malaysia, and they only take the best student among the hearing impaired in Malaysia. Okay, but so this is my point. I see television only. What are the activities that you like when you learn English? I see television only, and reading a little only. So you can see how they write. Okay, this is a standard 6 question for my previous study. Taken from adapted from the standard 6 question. Okay, they're supposed to construct a story, a short story. This morning, we are shared. Environment Club, we created bottle royal all clear. We are glad with empty cans, bottles, we throw away, polluted the stench. We are cleaning at village. True, see beautiful and happy, they people at picnic. So this is my students writing. Right? Okay, they write, but then I sleeping, mastering, sit, relax. I want to read with you. Mother, see you, flower. So, this purpose of 40 students writing, I did using the marking software. Okay, so I will analyze it. Okay. Okay. Why do I have a strong reason to only investigate their grammar? Yes, because several researchers have also investigated the learning strategies that help specific language skills. Mine is specific language skill regarding the grammar. Okay, for example, Hassenfeld, Cohen and Beck, O'Malley, Shemot and Cooper, listening comprehension, Peterson, pronunciation learning strategies. Okay, so it is obvious that the study of LLS that helps specific language skills is also important and beneficial for the students. That's why I come up with the grammar. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why this study will focus on the grammar aspects, as mastering grammar is an important skill in language learning. So the study will focus on what? On how the hearing impaired students prefer to learn grammar and what are their learning strategies in mastering the grammatical components in English. This will be done via my needs analysis. Okay, grammar learning strategies questionnaire, I call it. Okay. So now look at the grammar, then coming out with materials to help in mastering grammar. That will be through mobile learning, so that they have more choices and that can enable them learning anytime, anywhere. Okay? So let's look at the statement of the problem. There are various issues in the teaching and learning of the hearing impaired in Polytechnic Malaysia. Okay, various issues regarding their teaching and learning for hearing impaired. Okay, one of the main problem, as I showed you just now in my preliminary study, is regarding their performance. Yeah, regarding their performance. Okay, and the results that I have already analyzed using the marking software. There are 6 most common errors in their writing just now that I showed you. Okay, subject-verb agreement, singular, plural forms, word choice, verb tense, preposition, and also word order. These are the main problems that I identified in their preliminary study. Okay, they don't have a proper sentence construct. Okay, so they didn't know the subject-verb agreements, know where to put things, are and is, and their singular, plural form, their word choice, their verb tense, preposition, and also their word order. Okay, this is the first problem, first issue. Okay. Next is regarding us, the lecturers, which I feel that just teaching them using the normal printed module is not sufficient anymore. Just imagine they can't even read and write. Really can read, but they don't comprehend what they are reading. Just they can't even construct proper sentence like this just now. So how do you expect us to teach them using the normal printed module, that is supplied by our KPM KPT? How? More. 5 minutes more. Okay. Okay. So hopefully that this grand room will enhance their teaching and learning. It's a mobile version of the module. Okay. And why do I favor so much to do it mobile? Because ownership of a mobile devices, all of them, they have this smartphone. They have smartphone. For what? They cannot talk. They cannot remember what they talk because they use it for video calls. They on it and they sign language with their mother, their parents, their friends. They use it all the time. They even call lectures and they sign. And I decide to get it what you see. Because they are fast. Their sign language is fast, and I only know what is your name. No, joking. I know a few. Okay, so ownership of mobile devices. So they use it for video calls, and they already accept mobile learning. Okay, so that's why Gramloom is hoped to aid the English language lecturers and also to benefit the students. Okay, research that. There are a few resources regarding the hearing impact in Malaysian higher education, especially in the Malaysian polytechnic system. Okay, there are little discussion about the hearing impact, none yet in the area of grammar learning strategies where the hearing impact in Malaysian polytechnic is concerned, and little discussion in mobile learning of the hearing impact. What more to the grammar learning strategies? So I common one. Okay? So research objective. The first one is to analyze the grammar learning strategies of the hearing impaired students in Malaysian Polytechnics through the use of the Hearing Impact Grammar Learning Strategies questionnaire. This is also constructed by the researchers through her literature. Okay, through literature. Okay. To design and develop the grammar room based on the hearing impaired students in Malaysian Polytechnics grammar learning strategies. And to evaluate the completed grammar room for its content, usability and user-friendliness. I'm just going to look at these three things, content, usability and user-friendliness. So the research question is going to be, what are the grammar learning strategies preferred by the hearing impaired students in Malaysian Polytechnics? Once I know what are the strategies, then only I can design my content, okay, based on their grammar learning strategies. What are the speaker structures and contents for the learning units in the grammar room? Okay, so this also will be answered once the needs analysis phase. Okay? What are the experts' opinions concerning the content, usability, and user-friendliness? They will be the next phase. And what are the hearing impaired students' opinions concerning the content, usability? This will be the evaluation part. Okay? Sorry, this is my conceptual framework, which is adapted from the constructivism and also CAM's instructional design models. Okay, so phase one will be the analyzing, design and development, and also the evaluation. This is the prototype. Okay, so all these elements are adapted from the CAM's and also constructivism. Significance of the study. So the initial findings is hope to. Okay, so significance of the study and academic method. Also, listing literature. So I have all those outlined. Okay, and the research design. Okay, this is the type 1 developmental research study. Type 1, yeah, because I'm producing a product. Okay, so the process of designing will be guided by CAMS. 3 phases, namely the needs analysis phase, mobile designing phase, and the evaluation phase. The first phase, survey method. Okay, using the hearing impact grammar learning strategies. The questionnaire will be distributed to all the hearing impaired students, 90 students from 5 polytechnics. Okay, population size is small, so I'm going to apply the total population sampling approach. Because it is a census study, that means I'm studying all the units in the population. Okay? Okay, this is the phases. Okay, this is the sampling from which polytechnic and how many, the numbers and also the teachers. Okay, the instruments, the hearing impact grammar learning studies questionnaire, it is also consists of 28 items and will be distributed to all. Okay, 5 meter scale. All the items are based on literature, review of literature. I didn't adapt or adopt from any questionnaire. Pilot study will be done in SMK Tasik Ipoh Perak, and I'll distribute it to 30 hearing impaired students from Form 5 students. Why I choose Form 5? Because they are the feeder school and they have the nearest characteristic